And again, they do this to balkanize us. They do this to break up our base. I have a 2004 Army manual that's declassified on how to do this to indigenous groups.
Exactly. Now, I want to give you the action step, and if you don't take this, and if you don't viralize it, and this is the helpful side of viralization. It's the
viral spread of the info, yeah.
Yes. If you don't do this, then when they come at you with a vaccine needle and your children, and they say, okay, either bear your arm or go into detention, remember that you had the choice and you didn't take it. I want you to go to www.healthfreedomusa.org. On the right-hand side, it says Act Now. Click on the first button. Tell legislators you want the right to self-quarantine, not forced vaccinations, and not forced incarceration. Take that. Every member of your family gets to send in one of those action items. If your kids are too young, fill in their names. That's legitimate. What's happening is that Congress is getting bombarded with hundreds of thousands of these, and so is every state legislator in the country.
But we need millions, not hundreds of thousands.
Not hundreds of thousands. And what this is saying is, oh, no, you don't. This is pushback. Because remember, a lot of state legislators and a lot of congressmen don't have the information you do. So instead of arguing with them about vaccines are good, vaccines are bad, the WHO is the New World Order, forget that. What we're saying is, I want a third path. Path one, take the shot. Path two, accept incarceration in state or federal facilities. Path three, I go into my house, I shut the door, I stay there. And yeah, the kids might get bored. Get them some extra books. The point is,
well, the last place you want to go during any you're a medical doctor and get the general's take on this. The last place you want to go during a pandemic is some big mass camp.
Absolutely, you absolutely want to stay out of them.
Now let me take you back to the videos of the 500,000, which is only a small part, the 500,000 three-person disposable caskets that are stockpiled outside of Atlanta, and we know that they're stockpiled
Alabama,
elsewhere.
Georgia, Texas, Colorado, they're everywhere.
New York.
Wait, now let me take you back to the mass grave sites, which have been purchased and are being prepared in upstate New York and in virtually every...
No, we got the official state documents telling the cemeteries, don't tell anybody. Can you bury 200,000 people on your little plot? We have the document.
Exactly.
And you won't even get your own coffin.
And now ask yourself, what's that for? Is that when I die from the vaccine? Is that when I die from the secondary soft kill? Because a lot of these vaccines are being produced on simian cells that we know contain leukemia viruses. Is that what you want?
I mean, just like SV40, they admitted it had cancer viruses, and over 100 million Americans got it.
Precisely.
This is unbelievable. General Stubblebine's our guest. Dr. Laibow's our guest. This is just blowing me away. And they're openly announcing mass graves, martial law. It doesn't mean it's going to happen. This could just be a beta test, but we got to take it very, very serious. This is something that kills bacteria, viruses, you name it, well documented. They've got it down to a super small, nano-sized particle. Supernaturalsilver.com. Check them out at Infowars.com. I'm going to do 10 minutes of overdrive. I just decided to do it. I'll ask them on air right now. Can you guys do 10 minutes into the next hour?
For the sake of getting truth out, you got it.
You bet your bottom dollar.
Awesome.
And I want to share something with you that just came into my email box, Alex. It seems that there is a health reform bill, a health care bill, which will fund state vaccine teams to conduct interventions, quote, quote, in private homes. Now, this bill, quote, authorizes a demonstration program to improve immunization coverage. Under the program, CDC will provide grants to states to improve immunization coverage of children, adolescents, and adults through the use of evidence-based interventions.
Yes, here's the article. They're now going to send CPS to adult and children's homes. Cyber News Service, very credible. They have links to the documents. Zoom in on this. This ties into the FEMA Camp bill. This is up on Infowars.com right now. Health care bill will fund state vaccine teams to conduct interventions in private homes. So they're now preparing to make everything mandatory, just like Rick Perry saying it's the law. You've got to take Gardasil when it killed a bunch of girls and women in the trials and is still killing people. General Stubblebine, in plain view, they're now making people take things that kill them.
Well, the answer to that's yes, and look at all of the soldiers who step up in the line and say, yeah, shoot me. You know, shoot me with a shot or shoot me with a shotgun.
And once again, get court-martialed if they don't. I'm going to say it again, Alex. Listen, folks. Get a pen, get a pencil. If you're on the Internet right now, type in to the address bar www.healthfreedomusa.org. healthfreedomusa.org. You'll see Act Now. Click on the first item to tell people who can make the difference, who can respond to your pushback, that you want the right to go into your home without being molested or violated by goons, government goons bearing vaccines.
That's why they've been GPSing everybody's doors, and they've now admitted it's for the quarantines. I mean, they really, General, isn't this just the perfect cover, even if they don't launch a bio attack?
Absolutely, yes.
The perfect cover for martial law and federalization.
Absolutely. They find, incidentally, I had forgotten for a moment the fact that they know where every door is, where every family lives, so they can go to that door. If you've decided not to take a shot, they can go knock on your door and say, well, now just give me your arm here. I'm at your door.
Let me explain that they have targeted children first. Let me also remind you, and you may be one of the people who actually had this happen, that the CDC has been calling people. The CDC is a unit of the Health and Human Services.
Yeah, we confirmed that, asking if their vaccines are up to date. I'm getting all these calls from listeners, and I Googled it, and I saw a news article where they are calling. See,
exactly.
It's actually happening. Stay there. We're talking about when we go into overdrive. It's a 1-minute break. Everybody get it out everywhere, because it's worse than I even consciously know. As they mention other issues, I know it's all true, and just more pieces come in. This is eugenics. The White House chief admits it in his book, Ecoscience. They are killing us. This is real. Stay with us. Back in 60 seconds. Infowars.com. They want you dead, ladies and gentlemen, as the White House czar over science states, and wrote a textbook how to do it. You read that textbook, is exactly what they're doing. We got Major General retired Stubblebine. We have his accomplished wife, Dr. Rima Laibow, who's even treated heads of state who openly talk about, yeah, it is the plan to kill everybody. This is serious business.
This is serious business, and I want to make a point. There is an internet petition going around which has all the right moves, so to speak. It says really good things. I agree with everything it says. It's completely useless. We have contacted the people who put it out, and we said, look, this has no political meaning, and right now the only solution that's going to keep us from these damn needles killing us now or slowly is a political solution. We need a political solution.
Well, we need to make a stink, too, and let people know they don't have to take these shots, but we just get to that in a moment. Right. In the few minutes we have left here, though, and I want to give out the website and the letter and the phone numbers that you want people to call and specifics for what you want them to tell Congress when they call. But we just ended the last hour with General Stubblebine and yourself talking about how it is in the news. The CDC's calling and saying, have you had your shots, when there's no law to take them?
Yes.
So they're using the pandemic fear over this one flu, and it says it's actually in the news. They're asking, has your daughter had her genital wart shot? Have you had your chicken pox shot? And then now they say they're going to go to your door. I mean, this is worse than the Soviet Union or Nazi Germany. General Stubblebine, your take on this?
Well, they're very, very simple. Let me back off for 1 second. In every strategy, in every kind of military operation, you have a primary attack and you have secondary attacks.